All right, FightHype.com. Sean Zattel here with the best fighter pound for pound in boxing, Terence Bud Crawford. Terence, man, we had a lot of big fights announced. Your boy Jamel Herring, Shakur Stevenson, but we didn't get Terence Crawford's fight announced. Can you give us any update?
We're working on all the details now. Hopefully, we get everything squared away. We're looking at December 14th. That's the projected date for me and Kavaliauskas. So that's where we at.
I like, just to call him Mean Machine. Good job pronouncing his name. But what do you think of a matchup with him?
Oh, he's a good fighter. A lot of people take credit away from him because of who he's going up against. But
right,
he's a good fighter with a heavy amateur background, and I can't take him lightly.
We got Tyson Fury fighting this weekend. You were at the last fight too. Do you feel like you're at a similar point where he's at, where you keeping the blade sharp and you're fighting not tune-ups, but to stay sharp?
Well, I'm fighting my #1 contender. So I wouldn't consider this a tune-up fight. He's did everything he had to do to get to this point now and earn his spot as the champion. That's me. So I wouldn't call it a tune-up fight. I just call it, me defending my title.
Is it when you think about a fight like that? Is that where you get caught losing a fight that people didn't expect you to lose? If you think of it as a tune-up,
right. I never think of any fight as a tune-up fight or a stand-busy fight. I always look at a fight like that as this a big opportunity for the fighter that I'm fighting, and I can't take him lightly, and I got to be 110% ready at all given time.
How do you stay 110% ready when you still I know we all know you want the unification fight, so
just don't take nothing for granted. Never take an opponent lightly, and go in there and training camp and do everything that I have to do to make sure that I'm mentally, physically, and prepared for the fight.
One guy, the boxing world, we lost an amazing guy and fighter in Pernell Whitaker last month, or about 2 months ago now. Do you feel any similarities from Pernell in or out of the ring?
Boxing-wise, a little bit, but not too much, because even though I fight southpaw and we box, we kind of have different styles, but at the same time, we got some similarities, but not a whole lot.
One reason I asked though is Pernell, just like you, was pound for pound the best, was a southpaw and all that, but even though he's the best fighter in the world, he didn't seem to worry, and he was from Middle America, just like Virginia, you're from Nebraska, but he didn't seem to worry about the bright lights and having his name and headlines and all that. He just wanted to be the best. Is that kind of how you are, or?
That's my job, is to go out there and be the best fighter that I can be. It's not my job to be all in the media telling people that I'm the best. It's me showing them that I'm the best, fighting the best fights available, and trying to get the best fights that everybody wants to see and winning them in tremendous fashion.
Because you're definitely making bank as pound for pound #1 and all that, but is it a thing where if I have to act a certain way to get to 100 million, I'd rather just be myself and make it? Yeah.
Your character is going to take you a long way, and if I don't agree with something, then I'm not going to do it. That's just how I am.
You're in your early 30s now, at the absolute peak. How much longer is that peak going to be?
I don't know. We shall see.
Would you be upset or anything like that if these other guys try to age you out, as they say?
No. It's boxing. However they want to handle it. It happens. History repeats itself all the time. So when I do get to a certain point where I feel like I can't perform to the best of my abilities, then I let it go. A lot of fighters, they hold on to it because they have to. They didn't make smart business moves with their career and their earnings, and they have to have those type of fights because boxing is all they know, and boxing has given them a sense of comfortability that they used to, and they need the money to provide for them and their family. So they take them type of fights that they know, you know, they might not win because of, you know, they might be 3 steps behind they prime, and you know they fighting a young, hungry lion.
Because that happened to so many great fighters, and I think for real fans of sport, one of the things they hate the most is to see a Roy Jones or Bernard or anyone lose a fight they shouldn't have lost in their prime. So you're saying you don't feel you'll let that happen?
Nah, I'm totally different.
So if they play it that way, forget it. The fight just won't happen, I guess.
It won't happen.
That's terrible, man, because we all want to see the best fight the best in their prime. But,
of course, everybody wants that, but you know, business sometimes and politics stand in the way of the fans getting those type of fights.